Good morning. This is Chris from Worthington Home. I'm already off to a busy start to the day. I've got to go to the post office to drop off some eBay packages. Then I'm headed out to meet a viewer of this channel, someone who I finally met in person when she came to the estate sale pickup. That was 2 weeks ago now, and she has something she wants to give me, and we're also just going to chat and have some coffee. And I want to pick her brain because she has a booth space in an antique slash consignment store, and I want to hear a little bit more about it because I am quite intrigued. So let's go. I'm headed to Comstock Ferre and Company, which is in the heart of the historic district of Old Weathersfield. This entire neighborhood has a wonderful classic New England feel. There's a long history of seed production in this area, and Comstock Ferre was there from the beginning. It was established in 1820 as the Weathersfield Seed Gardens. Franklin Comstock and his son William bought the business in 1838. By 1845, it was run by the Comstocks along with Henry Ferre and Daniel Strong. Their seeds were found in gardens throughout Connecticut to start, and later they had traveling seed merchants who went down south and out west. Today, it functions as an heirloom market. There's a wonderful cafe providing coffee, pastries, and breads. That's why we're here. They also have a breakfast and lunch menu. Such a fun place and fascinating history. I love that they still carry seeds. The grounds of this place are beautifully manicured. Check out this patio. And here's a close-up of the sign. We're sitting in the gazebo. I'm just waiting for my friend to come out. It's so beautiful out here. I'm just enjoying the fabulous weather. I just finished coffee with Natalie, and now I'm headed to the Barn Sale in Hamden. Okay, we're here. I'm picking up something very specific. I also think I'll look around a little bit while my items get wrapped. I've already put something on hold. This is a beautiful little set. I love the colors. This is a vintage McCoy art pottery pine cone creamer sugar and tea set. Beautiful. And this is, of course, a little Belique vase. They want $20 for this. I'm looking around. They have so many beautiful things on the shelves here today, as usual. Lots of Victorian chairs representing today. These are really sweet children's dinnerware sets. I love the graphics on these pieces. These dogs are so adorable. They look like they're barking. I have enough barking with dogs at home, thank you. Look at this cute little tea set. Looks like a little village. Let's see, $56 for this set. Cottage wear. That sounds about right. They have lots of lamps as usual. I'm just going to give you a wide shot of the store so you can get a sense of it. These are very pretty plates. They want $35 for 7 of these plates, all featuring different birds. They are really very pretty. I like this bowl. I like the red on this. Historic America. Yes, it's an option. And this is really beautiful. Little Limoges oval platter. A little bit of paint loss around the rim, but a very nice piece. Is that $5? Here's some rose chintz and a very pretty spode plate. And some red and white. So many different pretty things here. This store is always fabulous. I never leave here empty-handed. This is such a pretty covered bowl. This is a piece from Limoges, $26. I don't really need more covered bowls right now. This strawberry plate is adorable for $6. That was made in Germany. This is a lovely little serving dish. This was made in Limoges, only $4, but it has a little chip on it. And another platter from Limoges. Wow, lots of Limoges today. This is an interesting plate. Seems to be religious. Is that maybe Mary holding little baby Jesus? That's from Bavaria.
I'm looking for the candle platter.
Lots of pretty things here. This is a lovely plate. Wonder where this was made. Looks like they're not sure. Maybe Bavaria? I like the blue on that. This is a lovely Lenox bowl. They want $37 for this. This is Lenox Orchard Bowl. Pretty piece. Here's some more pieces. This is a Russian plate. It's got beautiful flowers on it. There's so many different sets of things and some very pretty prints, as you can see. Just making sure there's nothing here that I want to grab. This brown set with the green stripes is very interesting. There's no mark on that. This is a fabulous covered casserole. Oh, isn't that pretty? Little brown and white bowl. I think I have enough right now. This is a lovely Noritake set, $70 for all of these pieces. You are not going to believe what I just bought. Oh my goodness. It took 3 trips to the car and somebody helped me on the 3rd trip. So now I'm very close to Goodwill in Hamden. I haven't been there in a long time. I think I'm just going to have to take a quick stop before I go home and then I'm going to unpack all of this stuff. I am very much junk drunk right now. It's official. Junk drunk for sure. I'm liking it. Let's head to Goodwill in Hamden and see what they have. These candlesticks are very beautiful. It's nice when you can find an actual pair of them. There was a sticker here, but I'm struggling to read it. I think it said made in Poland. They're very, very pretty. $4.99 each is more than I'll pay. This is a pretty plate. I love the roses on this plate. No maker mark on that, but it's very attractive. And this teacup is interesting. Looks like, is that a little Noritake? $4.99. This is a really interesting covered bowl. I like the little pear for a handle on top. It looks hand painted, $7.99 for this, but it has a big old chip in it, and $7.99 was kind of a lot anyway, so that's gonna go back. This is also really cute, maybe matches $3.99. This is a very interesting little tankard or stein. Looks almost medieval. Somebody made this little piece. Very interesting. Well, I think Goodwill in Hamden is definitely ready for Halloween. What do you think? This little piece is interesting. It plugs in. Just gonna go through all the aisles of clothes. I'm not really looking for clothes. I'm just generally perusing. Here are some bags. This lamp has a great look. I love how the shade mimics the leaves that you see on the actual base of the lamp. And this is a really pretty covered jar. I love the bird on this and the dragonflies. $5.99 for this piece. And this is Andrea by Sadek or Sadek. I don't know how you say that. These bowls are really pretty with the flowers and the fruits on them. $5.99 for the plates, $5.99 for the bowls. These were made in the USA. Goodwill was extremely picked over, but I did find 2 things, so not a totally wasted trip. I think it's time to head home. Again, as I said before, I cannot wait to show you what I got. It's a lot. Stay tuned. Well, I just got home, and I have to tell you, I'm already missing having my table right here. Uh-oh, maybe I should not have moved that table. You can see it's right behind me. Eric likes this configuration so much better because he always felt like the table was too close to the doorway, and he always felt like he was gonna bump into it. And I do like the way it looks there better now, but yeah, I liked having like my place to put things. We'll have to live with it and see how it goes. But anyway, I am so excited. Oh, my hair. I'm so excited to tell you about my day. It was a really good day. So as I told you I was going to, I met Natalie, who is a viewer of this channel and someone who picked up something from my online estate sale. I met her for coffee in Old Weathersfield. We went to this great place. I showed you some footage from that place. It was really nice. We even got to sit outside under the gazebo, which was really, really pretty. Old Weathersfield is stunning. I'm gonna have to do a video segment dedicated to the history. It's from the 1600s, I think the mid to even early 1600s. There's a lot of history there. Anyway, she was so sweet. She gave me a couple of things that she had actually showed me in advance to make sure that I wanted them. And my answer was a resounding yes, please. So let me show you them. So the first things I'm going to show you are not Limoges. However, they go with my set beautifully. So these are, let me see, pieces from Bavaria, Germany, but they really, I think, complement it beautifully. So it's this fabulous oval serving bowl. I love how the flowers kind of drop down here. Isn't that such a pretty detail? So it's this serving bowl, this beautiful oval platter in the same pattern, the same like drop down roses. And then this beautiful gravy boat with an attached underplate. I think these are so beautiful. Let me show you the back stamp. It's called Rosalind, the pattern, and it's H&G, Bavaria, Germany. And then it says Heinrich as well. And it also says Christine, which is my name. It was meant to be. Here it is. So I absolutely love these pieces. And she also gave me a little piece from Limoges, France. So she gave me this adorable little trinket or candy dish with the pink flowers. And this is from T&V, made in Limoges, France. So thoughtful. We had a great time. It was so nice talking to her, kind of picking her brain about having a space in a store. I'm getting closer. It's going to happen. Oh, and I forgot to tell you, actually, she also gave me 2 fabulous books. This first book is Christmas Holidays. So it's all of these different short stories from Christmas holidays. And this book was made in was published in 1939. Here's the little front page. So really pretty little book, and I can't wait to dig into that. And then this other book about E.B. White and dogs. And so, of course, you're probably remembering E.B. White is the author of Charlotte's Web. And I thought this would be so much fun to read. So here's a photograph from the book. So I'm very much looking forward to reading this as well. And as I said, we had a great time. Okay, but to back up a little bit, right before I met Natalie, I was sitting in my car and my friend Nancy sent me a text message. She was at this store called the Barn Shop in Hamden, a store that both of us love. It has very limited hours, but when you can get in there and catch it at a good time, you can find lots of stuff. So she sent me a picture of this full set of Limoges that was so fabulous. And it had been marked down, and this entire set was $100. So she sent me the picture because she said, "This is making me think of you." And of course, my eyes went wide because I thought, oh, I could sell the heck out of this set, if I pieced it out, or even potentially as a whole set. I'm not even sure. But of course, I was in Old Weathersfield and the whole Limoges set was in Hamden. I'm thinking, how are we gonna make this work? I actually asked Nancy if she could just grab it for me and I would Venmo her, but she had already left the store and she had an appointment, so she couldn't. So I called the barn sale. I asked them if they would hold everything for me. I promised that I would be there before they closed. They close at 2 o'clock on Thursdays. And they said yes, they would hold it, which was so good. It helped me to just relax and enjoy myself, knowing that nobody else was gonna scoop up this set. So after I had coffee, I drove all the way over to Hamden, parked at the barn sale, went in the door and ran to the counter and said, "I'm Chris, you have my set. I think you have my Limoges set." And I was like, yes, we have it. And they had already started wrapping it and boxing it, but I was able to get a peek at the pattern before I brought it all to the car, because this was really purchased just based on a photograph. Oh, the cat. No. Okay, so as a starting point, here is the pattern. You can see it has this beautiful yellow rim and the pink flowers on it. And this was made by LS&S. And it's Limoges and New York together, Limoges France. So I'm thinking this is probably from like around the 1950s. I need to do a little bit more research on it. Indy wants to get in the box. But I know from previous research that Limoges did do some manufacturing in New York for a period of time, and I think it was primarily in the 1950s. It maybe was 1940s and 1950s. I just have to double check my facts. And so this seems to have come out of that era. So it says Limoges and New York, but then it's stamped Limoges France. So that was really fun to see. And there are a lot of pieces here, so I'm going to show them to you on the table. Okay, here is the full haul of Limoges. This is all the same set. So there are teacups and coffee cups and one espresso cup with 2 saucers, a creamer and sugar. There's a mayonnaise bowl with the original spoon, which is awesome. There are berry bowls, there are soup bowls, there are 3 covered casseroles, there's a covered butter dish, I think this is a chocolate pot. There are platters, there are dinner plates, there are salad plates. Basically anything you could possibly want is right here. And the dinner set is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 dinner plates. There's even more salad plates. I think there's 12 salad plates. This is just a huge haul. And again, let me get you up close to the pattern so you can see how incredibly beautiful it is. This could use a wash. It's not like really dirty per se, but it's definitely dusty. And when things like this get dusty, when porcelain gets dusty, it loses its like smooth feeling under your fingertips, and it loses a lot of the shine. So after I wash all of this, it's gonna look even better than it already does. But can you believe this massive haul? Let me give you a better close-up look at some of the serving pieces. So here's one covered bowl. here is the covered butter dish. That is fantastic. And then here are the two oval covered dishes. This is a beautiful, I think this is a sugar bowl. It's so big though, it might actually not be. I'm not sure. And then this seems to be an uncovered sugar bowl. Again, this chocolate pot, I think, is really beautiful. You don't see that too often. Yeah, just so many fabulous pieces. Oh, the cats are doing, I don't know what. Let me go check on them. Amazing, right? So I could not believe I got all of those pieces. And my thought, I mean, of course, my first thought was, I'm gonna keep it. I'm not keeping it. I'm not keeping it. I love my Limoges various pieces that have the pink flowers on it. I have my brown and white transferware pattern. I have my grandmother's dishes in the attic. I'm not keeping them. However, I will have to make some decisions about how exactly I'm gonna sell this set because it is huge. And I don't know if I should just try to sell it as one big haul, and I could sell it as pickup only. And of course I could do that through eBay, or I could do that through Facebook Marketplace potentially. The other thing I could do would be to sell off the pieces. And as much as I hate to break up a set, it might be hard to find somebody who wants the entire set. And that's why this store had marked them down, and then marked them down again. It's hard in this day and age to get somebody to take such a complete set. I'm a porcelain fanatic, as you know, but even I can't keep, more sets than the amount of sets I already have. So I'm gonna have to think about how I'm gonna part with this set. I will definitely ponder. If you have any thoughts or suggestions, please let me know in the comments. I may have already made a decision by the time you see this video. I am not sure. I am gonna do some hard thinking about this. But I think it's stunning. I think it was a great score. $100 is not a small amount of money to spend, but I feel extremely confident that I will be able to get at least $300 for it. And I think probably more like $350-ish would be my guess. So I have to do some research and I'll figure it out. But as I said, if you have any thoughts, comments, suggestions, let me know. Don't tell me to keep it. I am definitely not keeping it, but it is beautiful and hopefully it will be profitable as well. So while I was at the barn sale, I did take a few minutes to look around just to see if there was anything else I wanted to pick up, and I did find two things to pick up. I picked up this very pretty oval bowl. This is Johnson Brothers, England, and it's the Historic American collection. So this is the Erie Canal, and I paid $4 for this bowl. Very cute. And I also picked up this beautiful Limoges plate. This was really so pretty. Actually, I think I got something else as well. I feel like I got three things. I'll have to think about it, but this was definitely one of them. I thought this was lovely. This was made by T&V France. And of course, this is going in my own collection. And what was the other thing I bought? Because I know I bought three things. I'm gonna look around, hold on a second. I found it. This is a pattern that I already have. It was $5, but it was half off, so I got it for $2.50. And this is made in Limoges, France. So sorry about that confusion. I know I picked up three things. So yeah, this one, the red and white bowl, and this really pretty plate. So that's what I got at the barn sale. And then because I was so close to Goodwill in Hamden, which used to be my favorite Goodwill, it isn't really anymore. Unfortunately, when they moved to their new location, their prices went up accordingly. I had a feeling that was gonna happen, and it did. There's not much you can do about that. And because of the time of day I was there, it was like 1:30-ish. It was extremely picked over. There were some bins out, but there was nothing good in the bins. They had a lot of really poor quality Halloween decor. I'm gonna pause here because Eric's about to walk in the door and the dogs are gonna bark. Hold on. Okay, sorry about that. Eric just got home. So anyway, I was saying I went to Goodwill in Hamden, and it was mostly picked over. It was a rough time to go, but I did find this stack of 4 Limoges plates. So it was a really good Limoges day. It was a lot to find, a lot to bring home for one day. These I really had to hunt for. I had to excavate under other stacks of things and behind things in order to find these. There was another set of Limoges plates, but they were pretty damaged. So fortunately, I took the time to really look. But these are really pretty, and these are made by, it says Elite France, Limoges France. So here is the back stamp. I don't know if you'll be able to see it, but I thought these were really pretty. And then I bought this little Ainsley vase. Ainsley, made in England, with the birds. And I'm wondering if this would have had a lid. I'm not really sure, but I think even without a lid, it's quite pretty. Get the bird on this side. And here is the back stamp. And so this says Pembroke, reproduction of an 18th century Ainsley design. So reproduction of an older piece, but very pretty, I think. So all in all, I spent $120, just slightly under $120. And I got a lot of stuff. So I'm pretty excited. And as I said, just the question is, how do I best process all of this stuff? And of course, in the meantime, how the heck do I store all of this stuff? I am not sure. Let's just look at that little chocolate pot one more time. Oh my gosh, this is so cute. I love this little piece. I've never seen a little piece like this made by Limoges before. So, fun find. And I guess we'll see what happens. Well, we all knew I was gonna do it, and now I've done it. Here's a look at the beautiful china, all set out on the table. And as I always say on this channel, I am nobody's butler. I certainly am not suggesting that this is the absolute most correct way to set a table. It's just how I've decided to lay it out to show you today. So I think these place settings are gorgeous. I put them with my own silver. Please note the knife rests, which will be coming to you in a upcoming video, as well as this gorgeous vintage tablecloth, which you will also see as part of an upcoming haul, along with this fabulous etched brass urn. So this is a little sneak peek into a future haul, but I couldn't resist putting them out with everything else to give you a full look. So I think this set is beautiful. I have officially decided that I'm gonna list them on eBay as a full set. I'll give it at least 2 weeks and see if anybody wants to do a local pickup of this gorgeous set. And I hope somebody does, because if they don't, I am gonna break it up and sell off the pieces. But I would much rather have it go as a full set if possible. I also thought about doing a Facebook marketplace, but I was a little worried that I would get a lot of people looking and not buying, and that would become crazy and a hassle. But it's something I could consider if I get no bites after 2 weeks on eBay. And I certainly appreciate that it's hard for most people to have a full set of china like this, because it requires a lot of storage and not everybody entertains in a formal kind of way. So I don't know how it will do. I do feel confident that I could sell the pieces, that's for sure, but I'd rather keep them together. And you can see I put these hydrangeas from my back garden into the urn. Right after I finish filming this video, these hydrangeas will go back outside. I put the cats away while I did this so that they wouldn't nibble the leaves. I don't want any sick cats. So that's just for the purposes of this video. So yeah, let's take one last look at this pretty table. I absolutely love it. And I hope somebody else will fall in love with this china set as well. Certainly if I didn't already have so much gorgeous china, this would mightily tempt me, but I for sure cannot accommodate another set at this time. I wanted to show you, I put my new Limoges plate in front of one of the platters that I already had. And I think that looks really nice. I like how the rim is in a little bit of relief. It gives some interest to the cabinet. And then I put this little platter on top of a bigger platter. They're actually the same pattern, so I think that looks really nice together. This little sugar bowl that doesn't have a lid attached was in the big box full of Limoges that I'm selling. So I took that out. It's not the same pattern, and I put that in this cabinet because it does look nice with my other pink pieces. I haven't yet found a place for these beautiful new acquisitions, my very thoughtful gifts, or for these beautiful plates from Limoges France that I had gotten from a church sale a while ago. I love all of these pieces. However, they really don't fit in my Limoges cabinet, just space-wise. Look at these two. Oh my goodness, they are so silly. Space-wise, I'm in the process of working out another china cabinet to take on some overflow Limoges and some other pieces that I would like to store separately. I've gotten a little crowded in the china department, so some extra space will be much appreciated. In the meantime, I'm gonna keep all of these things super, super safe until I am ready to move them to their permanent home, which should be very soon. I wanted to show you some new Port Marion acquisitions. Look at these three pretty cups and saucers here on the top shelf. I used some museum putty to keep those saucers secure to the back so they don't slip off. I'm obsessed with these. These were a recent gift to me from a viewer. And here's another piece, this pretty casserole. I'm gonna pull this down so you can see it a little bit better. Here it is. I am obsessed with this and the cups and saucers. So this is from a viewer named Susan. Hi, Susan, if you're watching. Susan is so sweet. She knows I love Port Marion, and she had some pieces she was looking to rehome. So she reached out to see if I would like them, and I was very excited to accept her kind offer. She shipped them to me, and they arrived safe and sound. Her packaging was as good as Eric's, and I do not say that lightly. So I was thrilled to get these gorgeous new pieces. Let me show you the teacups and saucers again. I have some teacups and saucers that are Port Marion, but none of them have these gorgeous rims. Oh my gosh. I love them, and I really like how they look up here. And I like because they have the colors. They're a little bit different from some of my other pieces. We use these every day. These are such hard working plates. They go in the dishwasher, they go in the microwave, they go in the oven. They are not fragile, they are not delicate. Here's another side. Let me just close this. And actually I have far more even than this, but it doesn't all fit on these shelves, and I was keeping the other pieces safe from the hutch where destructo cats had caused some damage to other things. I just was not willing to risk it. So anyway, this goes up here for now. This will absolutely get used, and I am thrilled to have it. Let's put the rest. There we go. Yeah, very nice. So thoughtful. So thank you, Susan. So that's what I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please hit like and subscribe if you haven't already. It really helps my channel. And hit the notification bell if you want to be notified of videos when they can come out. But I post on Wednesdays, Fridays, and Sundays at 6 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So you can find me then. Wherever you are, whatever you're doing, I hope you're having a great day. And I look forward to seeing you next time. Bye until then.